Guys, so I just did a short video and I'm an idiot and I didn't save it or let it go live, so I'm going to have to do it again. So apologies if you've seen this already. And also Caroline's in the car waiting for me outside, so she is going to kill me. But right, I'm in a short-term rental. I'm going to go quicker this time because I've already done it already. I'm in a short-term rental. I did it before, and as promised, this is the after video. And there's some key tips and tricks in this after video useful for people. Brilliantly that I'm getting poor connection turning up as well. That shouldn't be happening. I did the speed test earlier, it was great. Right, anyway, so this is the main bedroom. Pictures still going to go up there, and wall-mounted telly. So we have tellies in each room, and I think a really cool feature is to have a little dressing table there, and really good for people. I said women earlier doing their makeup, but men and women doing their makeup. So nice and light in the day, and then you've got those bulbs there for illuminating at night time. So lovely room, I think you'll agree. No need for wardrobe, so just a little hanging rail there. And the thing that I had the discussion with the trades was that they said there's not enough space to put an ensuite and a bathroom in the space that I wanted to do it. So this is the space in here, and I think you'll agree that that is absolutely fine. So space saving measure, you put a heated towel rail above the toilet, smaller toilet than the usual standard, but the enclosure for the shower is absolutely fine. And I did it as a wet room because it's ground floor flat, and I know that people with mobility issues quite like wet rooms. They can feel unsafe stepping down, especially from the shower trays with wet feet, etc. So a wet room is really nice, and there's more than enough space in here. Just to give you some perspective, so I'll back into it, shower behind me, and I'm going left and right, and I'm not a small fella, right? So more than enough space, and somewhere to store things, put things on top. Shaver socket that also works for doing your electric toothbrush. Okay, so I think that's everything in here. Now, this is a really cool thing, actually, outside, is heated towel rail. You just press that once, and then it goes on for an hour. Because what happens is guests leave heated towel rails on constantly. Cleaners forget to switch them off, and it can be racking up your energy bills quite a bit. Turn the light off. Extractor was going in there. Now, the thing that was happening, right, and I'll show you what I mean, is that originally this room didn't have that door going into the ensuite. So I created the ensuite, and here is the entrance to the bathroom bit, and it all used to be one room. So that door wasn't there before. It was all just one room in here. So imagine these walls weren't here previously, but I've turned it like Jenga into two L's. Okay, so you got that L there. Again, toilet, heated towel rails, some nice little touches, I think you'll agree, in here. And again, waterfall shower. Now, this shower is actually an electric shower, and the other one that works off the combi boiler. So why is that useful if you can have two showers? Is if your boiler goes down, you've still got an electric shower for guests, and if the electric goes down, they've still got the combi boiler as well if there is an issue with electric. So really useful to have that redundancy in terms of guests having showers. So yeah, I think you'll agree. What do you think? Was I right in terms of insisting that yes, there is enough space? What I actually ended up doing is drawing a plan of the room. So I divided it up, and then I did the measurements, and I said, so that is enough space for a sink, that is enough space for a toilet, that's enough space for a shower. And in the end, they just did it. And then when they sent me the finished video, they said it actually looks quite good, to be fair. So they were magnanimous enough to accept that I was right. Anyway, I've been doing it a few years now, team. Okay, so this room, looking in here, so not that much space. We do like having king size beds, but it didn't leave it loads of space. But ultimately, as long as guests have got somewhere to put their phone, bedside light. So again, somewhere to charge their phone there, and again, plug socket down below so they can charge their phone. It's a short-term rental, so just one chest of drawers, TV that end. And you might be wondering, well, where do they hang their things? Well, these are really cool. Okay, so lift that off. There you go. All right, so it's a short-term rental. They don't need loads and loads, and I put one that side as well. So just utilising, wouldn't have been able to put a wardrobe there, definitely if you could, but you wouldn't have had a nice chair for guests to sit on after putting their shoes on. No space for a wardrobe and the chest of drawers over here. So that solves the problem. So bit of decking outside, guys. So hopefully these tips are useful, team, in terms of space saving. And sometimes when you know as well, so you sometimes have to trade. Sometimes they just don't want to do it because it involves more work. I'm sorry, it just does. Or, that you might think, well, they'll bill for that. But they sometimes just like easy, knock them out, get them done quickly, and then try to browbeat you into just doing what they think. But you've got to stand your ground sometimes. All right, in here. Space saving radiators. Okay, so that's just behind the door, and it's obviously a big radiator because it is relatively big room. But this space, you couldn't put furniture or anything in this space, could you? But that is not taking up any space whatsoever, and literally the door opens all the way to there, and that's for where people are going outside. So in here you've got 1, 2, up to 3 there, so 5 people can sit comfortably. You've got stools as well. TV placed in there. Okay, decided to put it inside the recess because that is my eye line, and therefore it is comfortable to sit and watch. And then this is also a sofa bed, and so you could potentially have 2, 4, and then 5 here as well. I can hear the door going outside. I wonder if it's Caroline coming to say, what on earth are you doing? Why are you taking so long with this video? Spinning it round just to show you the kitchen. And again, I think you'll agree that it's quite a nice looking presented kitchen. So you've got there are plenty of sockets, team. So plenty of work kits to boot. So I thought I'd show you that. I did the before some months ago. Now it's finished, it's done, it's ready for guests to come in. So photographers are going to come in and do the photos, and then it's now guest ready. So lots of ideas there, guys. Let me know what you think. Would you stay? I think it's going to be a really popular property because it's on Plymouth Hoe, and it's mobility friendly with people with mobility issues. So it's ticking all of the boxes for not just holiday makers and leisure, but trades as well. I know we've set it up so it looks really pretty and nice, but I'm sure trades will like the fact that it's got the ensuite and it's the waterfall showers and it's got the bathroom as well, guys. So let me know what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, depending on which platform you are on, to get more tips from me, the Property Soldier. Because this is important stuff, right? In terms of getting this right for your guests, and therefore you get more bookings and you make money. Because guess what? For me, the Property Soldier, remember, your future prosperity needs you. Take care. Let me know what you think.